After living in the Netherlands for a few years now, as an American, one of the things that you notice real quick is how different grocery stores are compared to the ones in the States. I mean, the lack of options alone says a lot. Like, for real, less is more. Look, I'm just keeping it real. Ooh, man, not for nothing. It's a bit chilly. But dang, look how nice it turned out to be. Holy cow. Dang, it's sunny today. And now there are a ton of grocery stores here in the Netherlands. I mean, from the Decamarks to the Jumbos, we got a bunch of grocery stores. So if I miss something that is on the list and you want to pull up in the comments down below right after you hit that subscribe button. Also, too, this is not a diss track. It's not a diss track towards America or the Netherlands or Europe in general, but I am I'm doing these comparisons mostly to what I know in the States. Because one of the things that I notice in the States every time I go back is you will not see a large group of younger, like teens, working in grocery stores anymore. I mean, you just don't. Matter of fact, it's almost the complete opposite. And I've talked about this in videos before, how it's a weird reverse culture shock going back to the States, and then you're seeing like a bunch, and I mean a bunch of like older people working, and I mean like elderly people working. No shade to the elderly, because you do see elderly people working at the grocery stores here too, but the ratio is the opposite. And it's something that's a bit strange because it didn't used to be like this in the States. I remember I used to have friends that would work at grocery stores. Like, it was freaking amazing, you know? But I'm telling you, you go back to the States and now, yeah, you're not seeing that many like a younger group of people working at grocery stores versus here. A big culture shock is that you'll see like 12-year-olds working. I ain't even joking. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of these kids look like they're 10. But yeah, you will see just young guys and young girls just working at these grocery stores. And when I asked my Dutch friends about this, they all agree. They're all like, it's actually a good thing. Like, that's how they feel about it. It is a good thing to have your kids start working, because they're not working like 40, 30 hours. Like, nah, it's nothing like crazy like that. They're working like 1 day a week for like maybe 5 hours or something like that. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Versus in the States, when I talk to people back home about this, they'll give reasons why you should not be working, why you shouldn't have kids this young, or even teenagers nowadays working at grocery stores. One of the main reasons is they think it's too dangerous. They think it's just not safe for these young people. Also, too, I will say the next difference you'll see is the grocery prices. I mean grocery prices for like good and fairly healthy food. Even the healthy food is reasonably priced. Okay, man, what are the odds of me saying that and then oh snap, look at this. Man, I would ride that. But anyway, what are the odds of me talking about healthy food and then tripping over a carrot? Like, come on. What? For real, what are the odds of that? Walking, talking about healthy food, and then I was like, oh, I hope that's not dog. Nope, carrot. And I know a lot of people will have something to say about this, as in the sense of like, yes, food prices have gone up here. I am not gonna deny it. I've been here almost 4 years. I've seen the difference. But I went to LA after 2 years, right? And holy cow, man, I promise, the food prices almost felt like they tripled. I'm not even joking. Like, here, I have noticed the rise, but I'm telling you, I'm still paying a reasonable amount compared to what I'm paying in the States. I mean, in the States, for the same stuff, I'm telling you, it's like triple the price. And those are like the knockoff brand. Versus here, yo, yeah, I know that guy. Which means you gotta like hunt. Like, you gotta hunt for really good food. Versus here, you can just hop in a store and actually just find what you need at a reasonable price, like an affordable price. And you will go to Jumbo, get a thing of like some good eggs, and it's like maybe €4. Man, in the States, I seen, like, look, I was in Atlanta and I tried to get some good eggs and it was like $13. Like, it's crazy. Oh man, look at the color on these leaves, man. Look at this tree right here. Look at this tree. Man, try to tell you, man, dang, it is It is nice, man. And it's a nice day. It's a little chilly, but it's like perfect to me. Something else too that stands out as I pass right by this Albert Heijn is that you will not see food deserts here. And a good example of this is literally you have your Albert Heijn right here, right? If you go straight down there, I would say maybe a 1 minute walk, you will hit a Yumbo. Ah, nice. I'm just working. But yeah, pretty much the reason this is a trip because this is actually normal here. Like, it's normal to have grocery stores right next to each other, or at least within the vicinity. Because if you go further down, you'll run into another Albert Heijn, as well as a Yumbo, as well as a Decamart. And that's not including any of like the side places that has like grocery stores, that has groceries in them. That excludes all of that. But in general, you will see multiple grocery stores right next to each other. And with the States, man, I don't know what's wrong with us, man. We got it completely backwards. Instead of having grocery stores right next to each other or within walkable distance or like a distance where people could easily get to. Nah, instead of that, what you will see is, you'll see that, but with fast food places. Like, fast food. And now, yes, the same could be said here. Not gonna lie, like here you will also see a McDonald's next to like a KFC or something like that, right? But it's on both sides. It's fast food and grocery stores. And then most often it's grocery stores, depending on the city that you're in or where you are in the city. And then what makes it all even crazier is that since the zoning laws are so strange in the States, you won't find a grocery store or a fast food restaurant anywhere within a neighborhood, which is, look, fast food, okay, but grocery stores, come on, they could do better. Because here, you will find grocery stores in almost every neighborhood. Now, it might be on the end of your neighborhood, or it might be on the other end, but you're gonna find a grocery store, an Albert Heijn or a Decamart. Like, I have a Decamart in my neighborhood and an Albert Heijn, and it's in the neighborhood. Boss, I mean, come on. If they don't scream sauce, I don't know what does. Okay, now I did have to stop in here really quick. I came to Locale just to take a quick meeting. My meeting starts in about 10 minutes, but I did want to talk about something else that's really cool about like Dutch grocery stores, and that is the simple fact that they have a bunch of things for kids in these grocery stores. Like a perfect example of this, and I just found this out maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and that was when I actually wanted to make the video, and my bad, I forgot. But when you walk inside some of these grocery stores here, they have free fruits for kids. So they'll have bananas, mandolines, oranges, apples, and the kids just get to pick them out for free. I mean, free 99. Free puzzles. They give them free seeds so we can plant a flower. Those are plant seeds they gave us at Albert Heijn. They also give them coloring books as well as crayons. Look, these places are spoiling my kids. I mean, these are just normal grocery stores. And now, quick side note, when I go grocery shopping, one of the most important things I have on me is my phone, because I use it for the list of groceries as well as the apps to get them good points. But not for nothing, man, every time I do a freaking update on my phone, it struggles. And I mean, like, all the apps struggle. But look, thanks to today's sponsors, Dr.Fone by Wondershare, that is no longer the case. It fixes issues, it fixes bugs, and it's also a great solution for backing up and recovering your phone. Boss! You can also transfer files super quick between your phone, your Mac, or your PC. I mean, it even helps you recover photos and videos that you may have accidentally deleted. Dr.Fone also helps you retrieve your screen lock password as well as your activation password just in case you forgot it, or you let your kids play with your phone and they accidentally changed it. That happened to me. Dr.Fone is legit. It is definitely a one-stop shop for everything you need for your phone, especially if it's sluggish after an update. Come on. So look, go ahead and check out Dr.Fone using the link down below. And I promise, look, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah.
Look, y'all see this box right here? That's where they get the free food or the free fruit for the kids. Come on, man. It's so nice, man. Also, too, you will not see aisles and aisles of one product. Like, it's very limited here. And I think that's a good thing. I mean, they do got a lot of tea options, but man, it's nowhere near the States. Like, they got way too many. I mean, it's to a point where it is overwhelming and stressful. I mean, I get stressed out going into some of these grocery stores in the States. It's ridiculous. Oh, side note, look at this. This is the American section. Also, free coffee. Like, damn, come on. Gee. I mean, man, come on, man. Like, the free coffee thing really, oh, man. Unreal. Never noticed it until someone pointed out in the comments. But it's another huge difference, like, for real. Which kind of makes me wonder, though, if all these places offering free coffee, Cool Blue, Albert Heijn, Yumbo, why am I paying for coffee? Like, why am I going to all these cafes and actually paying? Hey, kitty, what that kitty doing? Look at that kitty. Okay, now, so for the longest time I've lived here, I thought this was a church or a museum. Apparently, it's actually not a church. It used to be a church, but it's not a church. It's actually a place where they archive things. Like, look, I don't know. I gotta do some more Googling. But yeah, come through this door right here, or this arc, right? And you just walk straight through, and it is gorgeous. You can go inside here, you can go inside over there, and man, it is super nice, right? Like, come on. As well as when you look up, like, this is what I mean, man. You'll look up sometimes and you'll just see the most gorgeous architecture. Like, just, oh man, something like that. Let me zoom in on it. Let me see. You see that? Man. We also have a little cafe in here too as well. So if you want to stop, grab a coffee, grab a tea, or even grab something to eat, I think you could do it like right up in there. I'm pretty sure. Maybe, you know what? I'll go in one day, okay? Promise. Putting it on the list. Thanks. What's your name? Ruben. Nice to meet you, Sky. I'll see you around, dude. Good. I'll see you later. Also running into everybody today. Dang. I also wanted to point out too that overall, just the overall experience is a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to me, my experience in grocery stores here versus in the States are just a lot better. Like, people are, I mean, they'll give you free flowers, they'll give you free products that they can't scan. Another thing too that's kind of a trip is the size of the grocery stores here. Like, the average size of the grocery stores here are nowhere near as the average size of a grocery store in the States. And look, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people might see this as a negative, but I'd see it as a huge positive. Actually, matter of fact, I think like even the Albert Heijns that are huge, they ain't even as big as like the average size of a grocery store in the States. But yeah, man, to me, this is definitely a huge positive to me because I can get in, get out, no problems. I don't have to be searching for a ton of stuff, as well as the simple fact of I noticed that the grocery stores in neighborhoods are, like I said earlier, are smaller than the ones that are kind of separated from neighborhoods. So I would rather have the option of having smaller grocery stores in my neighborhood than having nothing for like 12 miles. Because man, I have been to places where the nearest McDonald's and grocery stores are like 30 miles away. Like, that's like way in the boondocks. Like, I've been in places in Georgia like that. And it's kind of sad, man. I could not imagine living somewhere where the nearest grocery store is like 30 miles away. Like, I just did that for emphasis. But look, I could not imagine that. I mean, 30 miles away in the boondocks of Georgia is literally, that's like a 45-minute drive. And I'm in their shot. I'm sorry. Man, I just walked all in those shots, man. I'm like, dang, they're gonna be looking at some Dutch TV and they're gonna see me walking and vlogging. Just not paying attention. But yeah, if I had to choose convenience of having a bigger store, but them all spread out and being like 15-minute drives away, 20-minute drives away on average, versus smaller stores and them being able to be in the neighborhood, I would choose smaller stores in the neighborhood every time. I'm sorry. Because to me, that's more convenient than having an unlimited supply of like, you know, cereal, eggs, and milk. Like, I could look, get that out my face. Like, I will, man. And I truly mean that, because do you know how much time you would save if you had these places similar to here? Like, if you lived in a neighborhood or in the suburbs, right? And you had places actually in the neighborhood. You had a grocery store in the, like, do you know how much time you would save? Convenience of having everything, but you gotta, every day your life is like, you gotta drive 20, 15 minutes away, or the convenience of just being able to step out your door and walk 5 minutes, maybe 3 or 5 minutes away. Like, which one would you rather have? And overall here, I do think that the grocery stores are winning here, only because I think there's something there's something bad about having too many options. You know what I mean? Like too much and being able to get everything you want. Like, I don't know. I think there's something to say about that. I'm like, hey, don't look at me like that. Look. The grocery store's here. Bring the sauce. And a quick side note, I will say a bunch of people have been asking when I'm gonna do like a video in Dutch and how's my Dutch. Look, my Dutch is it's okay. It's a very little beetje, okay? It's okay, it's going well. I'm getting better. But like, will you ever see a full video in Dutch? Probably not. Like, maybe I could barely make a video in English. I'm not gonna sell you a dream. It's the honest to God truth.